folks. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to the program. I'm the host of the show. My name is Dave. Please, please call me. Call me Dave, won't you? Well, what is the date today, Paul? This is the 3rd of March?
This is March 3.
March 3. Now listen to this. We're 3 days into a brand new month here, and it's already feeling a little like spring, isn't it? Yeah. So this morning, I'm having breakfast. Listen to this. Tell me if you don't think it's a little peculiar. You too, Paul.
Okay.
This morning, I'm having breakfast. A guy comes up to me and he says, "Excuse me, Mr. Letterman." And I said, "Oh, no, please, call me Dave." And he says, "Excuse me, Dave, can I have your autograph?" And I said to the guy, I said, "Geez, how did you get into my kitchen?" Because, you know, ladies and let's see. Howard Baker, boy, has this guy gotten fat. What do you think, huh? But didn't he used to be kind of a diminutive senator from Tennessee?
The diminutive senator from Tennessee.
That's right.
They used to call
That was his campaign slogan for years, wasn't it? And anyway, he's now the chief of staff there in the White House, and he said yesterday after meeting with the president, he said, "Reagan is alert." That's the kind of thing you say about somebody who's in intensive care, though, isn't it? So you... Here on the all-new Late Night 87. Thank you very much. Is this clock accurate, do we think? Is it right on the money? Is it within a millisecond of the actual time? No. Okay. You know, this is an annual tradition here in New York City, out in Queens, a Queens College freshman. They have a big eating contest, and a guy, I guess it's a guy, yeah, he won the contest by eating, listen to this, he ate 10 White Castle hamburgers in 1 minute, 21 seconds. 10 of these things in less than a minute and a half. And gosh, I'd love to see this guy's SAT scores, wouldn't you? There's some brain power at work right there. See, I really feel almost naked without a correct time here. I'd like to be able to tell the people how much time we've wasted for them now. 35 seconds?
4.5 minutes.
4.5 minutes. So
yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. We have just about 55 minutes left in the show. We've already burned right through nearly 5 minutes. And pretty much, hasn't it been rock-solid entertainment? Hey, what are you doing? Get away from this. Hey, did you see that, Paul? Somebody from the audience came down and was tampering with our clock.
Right, I know.
Come on, mind your own business, will you? What the heck? The girls will be here in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, here's our good friend, Paul Schaefer. Paul, say a little.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, David.
I know you had something you wanted to say tonight to Fawn Hall.
That's right, I do.
The former assistant to Oliver North.
That's right.
Yeah. First of all, she's your favorite what, Paul?
Fawn is well, she's my favorite angel. You know that.
That's right, yeah.
Kate Jackson used to be my favorite angel.
Yeah.
Now, but Fawn, I know, I want to make a plea, actually, directly to you, Fawn Hall, because, Fawn, I know you're probably considering a number of different record deals with a number of different labels.
Yeah.
Because you're so topical now, and
she's hot.
She's hot, and
she's one fabulous babe.
People are breaking down her door with offers for biographies and scripts, whatever. I know she's considering a lot of things. I am your producer, Fawn. I would like to do an album with you, and I am, you know, I'm not like a Giorgio or a Jelly Bean and these cats who will just come in and turn your head around and take you to the Palladium and wine you and dine you, and then, you know, who knows what kind of a record they're going to make.
But not only, now, Paul, this is a very generous offer. Not only will you produce the album, but what else?
Well, I'll help you with your live act, too, you know, when it's time to play. I think that, you know, Fawn Hall coming out and hitting tennis balls back at the audience would be good.
I think that's a darn generous offer.
And then she goes into her first number. So, Fawn, I'm a type of producer who's sensitive to the artist and, you know, just kick it around, babe, you know. Favorite angel.
Tonight, kids, we're going to show you what you could be watching on other channels. If you chose to watch something else, don't waste your time picking up the TV guide. We're going to tell you right now what you could be seeing on other channels all across the country. For example, here, our first selection is PBS tonight. It's the popular This Old House. On tonight's episode, a deranged Bob Villa shows us how to convert your neighbor into a roll-top desk. Huh? Did I forget the top 10 list? Doing that a little later. On Channel 9 tonight, you could be watching Channel 9, and tonight they're running Entertainment Tonight. And here we see organizers of Farm Aid announce their newest project, Gargle Across America.
Dave?
Yes, Paul?
Will you participate in Gargle Across America
I'll be there.
with me?
I'll be there with my throat and tongue ready to go.
Because I am writing the song. I'm getting together a bunch of celebrities, comedians, and musicians.
You can count on me. I'll be there, buddy. On ABC tonight, well, as usual, it's Nightline with Ted Koppel, and here we see live coverage of a triumphant parade in Moscow celebrating the departure of Phil Donahue. On CNN, it's a cable deal, a special report on how smart Alex in California are getting around beach regulations prohibiting dogs. Look at that. I'd kind of like to see that myself, but I'm busy here tonight. On the Lifetime Cable Network, oh, this is good. Leo Biscaglia goes crazy and attacks a cheerleading camp. Here, take that, you little weasel. There you go. He's the love doctor, you know, Paul, Leo Biscaglia.
I'm fond of him.
Yeah, he's the one who likes to hug and touch. And
I know, and his name actually suggests his occupation.
Leo?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, what fun we have. Here we have, ESPN, the Entertainment Sports Network. Some of the NBA's white players trained for next year's slam dunk competition. There they are. Boing. Is the clock close now? How are we doing on the clock? 9 minutes, almost 10 minutes of television have gone by just like that. Howard, get something else for the next one, will you? Here we have Channel 11 tonight. It's an old ABC after-school special. Oh, this is good. It's entitled The Boy Who Wanted to Stay a Soprano. It's just horrible. I'm sorry you had to see that. And my guess is you probably didn't. All right, all right. And finally tonight, of course, you could be watching HBO. They're running an inspirational film about a blind cyclist determined to race in the Olympics. There he is. Okay.
She's about to move.
Oh,
You
okay.
got the melody?
Is that it? Have we covered everything, Paul?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the program. Susan St. James is here, and Colin James Hay will be with us. What are we singing tonight, Paul?
What are we singing?
Yeah, you and the band.
Oh, with Colin James Hay?
That's right, yes.
Oh, a nutty thing that he's got out now.
Yeah, on his new album.
His wonderful new single, yes.
Yeah.
This is the cat from Men at Work.
Men at Work, right.
He comes from a land down under.
Yeah, Australia.
Where women...
But he's originally from Scotland.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, originally from Scotland, I
He
believe.
doesn't come from a land down under?
Well, I think he lived he spent the wonder years of his life there in Australia. Our first guest tonight can still be seen every week on another network as Kate McCardle on Kate and Alley. Please say hello, ladies and gentlemen, to the talented, the lovely, and vivacious Susan St. James. Hi, how are you, Sue? So terribly nice to see you. Come on over here. Nice to have you back on the program.
On the thin side of
Yeah,
life.
that's right. The last time you were here, you were expecting a child, and you've had the young fella.
Right.
Yeah.
You were going to predict the sex. You were a bust.
Oh, you had
You
the
came up with
little
nothing.
game, yeah, some sort of
Zero.
sorcery, yeah.
Yeah. But we had a sonogram, you know, an ultrasound where they don't necessarily predict the sex, but they tell you if you're having one or two.
Mm-hmm.
But they can tell the sex if it's a strong indication of a male, because they can see things that indicate that it's a male, you know, and we were heavily endowed. And we were thinking of naming him Yale, very heavily endowed. They
Yale?
said, this is definitely a boy for sure, no kidding. That's not a leg. Really. And I said, is there a chance? And she said, not unless you have a big jolt or something happens that something changes
Well, good.
drastically.
Congratulations. What did
So
you
we
name
had a boy. We named him William James, and then we named him Ebersol
Yeah.
at the end.
Well, yeah.
Well, it kind of came with the deal.
Yeah, you don't make it sound like it was an arbitrary choice.
Well, it was, you know, with St. James, you know.
No, I'm talking about the last name.
Well, St. James.
Oh, okay, all right,
You
St.
know,
James.
you could be trendy. I could have named him like William St. James Ebersol.
Yeah.
Slash or something like that.
How are things on the show now? Now, last night I turned on to see I'll Take Manhattan, and...
Well, you tuned in a little early if you caught us instead.
Yeah. Now, what was
Dave?
the deal there? I see you guys dressed up and doing silly things.
That was so great. You know, Jane
pranks.
used to do that stuff on Saturday Night Live, but I never did that stuff before I got on.
Now, how do we explain this? Now, Kate and Allie, it's two adult single women sharing an apartment in New York.
Don't I look like Ethel Mertz?
Yeah.
Now look at this. Is that great or
Right,
what?
but how do we explain this in the context of two adult women sharing an apartment in New York?
Well, Jane fell asleep.
Oh, this is the dream
This
sequence.
is the dream, you know, where it goes like
Oh.
this. You
Yeah.
know, and we do it once a year. We get these great makeup people over here from NBC to come over there.
Right.
And they do our makeup, and this is me as Mary, and Jane as Rhoda.
Yeah. And that was, that you do that every year?
It was
Jane?
hot. I was Ethel. I thought, well, what is Ethel? I mean, what am I going to do? Lucy, you can see with the eyes and the hair and the red and the thing, and what's Ethel? But Ethel entered my body right before taping, and I was Ethel for the whole night. And Ethel was a great gal. She was, you know, she had in her contract she had to weigh 15 pounds more than Lucy when they did that show. So I had to gain 15 pounds to do this little piece. It was tough.
Now, who,
That explains, you know, why.
but who wanted her to weigh 15 pounds more than Lucy? Did Lucy want her to weigh that?
Lucy or probably the owner of the show, which was also Lucy. I think.
Yeah. And last year when you did one of these little dress-up shows...
No, last year we played 80 years old.
Oh, you
We made
played
us
80
years
I
old.
see, yeah.
Because this guy asked me to marry him on the show, and I had this dream. I think I took a tranquilizer to relax at the thought of getting married again. Because, you know, we are pretty bitter women on that show, you know. Anytime you can tell when an actor won't be back, he asks one of us to marry him.
Yeah.
That's his last. The actor goes, gee, I got the script. I asked you to marry me. I go, gee, it's been swell having you around. I don't think, you know, Kate, Allie, and Bob,
Yeah.
you know, I don't see.
Hit by a
you
bus.
know, we don't have any
Cable
men
snaps on the
coming in
elevator.
there,
He's
right,
done.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a fantasy that I was still living with Jane at 80 and accepted his proposal, but then I had a fantasy that I had 12 kids and decided Jane was better.
So now you're also, you're doing a commercial now. Now explain this to me. Why would you want to do a commercial? You've got all the money in the world. You got a big hit show. It's been on the air for like 5
All
years.
the money in the world?
Oh, yeah, I know what they pay in prime time. That's big, serious dough.
You know, the thing is, David, that it's only while you're doing it, though. You know what I mean?
But how much can you need or want?
Well, I did a commercial for fun, besides the product.
Oh, please.
It was for fun.
You
it was for
did
the
it for fun.
experience of it, David.
Why don't
It
you
was
come
an
out to my place and do
an
yard work for fun if you got free time?
You know,
Did it for fun.
you never asked me to do the yard
I need
work.
the spring
I
cleanup.
would've come- Absolutely, that was it.
What was the, what
Some
is,
people might say that and you wouldn't believe them, but if I say it, don't you believe me?
you did it for fun. No, I
Yeah,
don't believe
that's it. They
Now,
said,
what was,
actually, I didn't get paid. I just said, I'll just do it just for the fun.
yeah,
you know.
right. Now, what
Here's
is,
why I did it. I said, you know, I think probably my biggest part of my career is going to be in television. I don't know. It
Well,
hit
you've been
3 television series. I said, I think television's where I'll be. I don't see a big feature career at
but you
45
don't, you
coming
just
out
don't
of the
know.
blue. You
See,
know?
that's the great thing about show business. You just don't know.
Well, true.
You know, you could,
True.
tomorrow you could get
Well,
a,
let's just say that I don't think that commercials are going to hurt this big feature career that's coming up, whereas it might have hurt it when I was in my
I see.
younger
Now,
years.
what is the product? Can we say without hitting it right on the head?
I don't know.
Well, try it. It don't make any difference.
Oreo.
Gee, you're a little too evasive there. So it's cookies, right?
Let me tell you, people think, well, we'll hire an actress to do this commercial. She's an actress. She's done feature film. She's done television. She'll be doing this like a snap. But it's very tricky.
Well, no, but see,
you
they
got to
bought-
hold the cookie so that the cookie looks good. They go, cut, cut, cut. I go, something wrong. They go, the cookie did not look good.
Yeah. How long did it take to shoot this
It
commercial?
took an entire whole day.
Is this a 30-second, 60-second?
30
30
seconds,
seconds.
yeah.
One day to shoot a 30-second commercial.
The whole entire day. And one lady there just to fix the cookies.
And it'll run for how long?
The cookies had more people taking care of them than I had taking care of me.
Well, it's important to
But
take
of
care
course,
of
it
your
was
cookies.
the cookies that was paying for the commercial.
That's right. And how long will this thing run?
You mean like a year?
Yeah, like a year. And so
9
you got
months.
a huge sum of money for it then, didn't you?
I'm not saying, David.
Well, I know. I can probably guess within $1,000 what you got.
No, you didn't.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good.
But you know, the thing is about
And you're doing
television,
them for
I've
fun.
done, that's the only reason I said to them, hey, thanks
I'm
for
bored.
asking.
I need something to do on the weekends.
No, because
Let me do a commercial.
I may not get asked to do big commercials when I'm not in prime time. See what I'm saying? This is, you got to strike when the iron's hot.
Yeah, I know, but
You know.
seriously, I mean,
Why don't you do
got,
commercials?
You got plenty of dough.
You do commercials. You're going to say,
What?
Here comes our next commercial right now.
No, I'm kind of...
You don't think this is selling out? Stay tuned for our next commercial, or I always drink, it's the same deal.
No, I'm just sort of an adjunct.
I see.
I'm like a maitre d'.
I see.
I'll take you to the table, but I'm not going to serve you the food, okay?
I'll serve the food.
Excuse me. I also have to take reservations here. And Colin James Hay is here. You probably enjoyed him.
I love him. In what? In his last feature?
No.
In Men at Work.
In Men at Work, yeah.
Because when my husband used to produce Saturday Night Live, like in the old days, and Colin was on there and sang, and all my kids came down. They wanted to... I have a lot of kids.
How many kids do you have?
I have 4.
4.
Which is really not trendy, you know. I mean, it's kind of out, isn't it?
She's, I don't know.
I don't know. How many actors? Name 4 actresses with 4 kids. You probably don't know anybody in the business.
Can I have Paul help me with this? Paul, 4 actresses with 4 kids. Yeah, that's right.
You are so sharp.
Yeah.
Mia Farrow, Mr. Sharp.
But Paul, it has to be in the form of a question, all right?
That's right.
I don't know.
Who is Mia Farrow?
She went with Frank.
Right. No, she didn't have any kids with Frank.
Oh.
Who was Meredith Baxter Burney?
Does she have a lot of kids?
Yeah, she's got a lot. She's 5 kids, I think.
5 kids. Now, do you plan to have a larger family, or is this?
This is it.
You got them all ages, right?
Every age. Freshman in high school down to 4 months.
Boy or girl is the freshman?
All boys and a girl. 1 girl. 4 freshmen in high school is a girl.
And what are the names?
She's just coming into the period of time that I remember very clearly in my life. Freshman in high school, like the worst. Yeah. You know.
Do you find that you remember certain parts of your life with more clarity than other parts of your life?
Yeah, well, some I don't remember.
Yeah, I have a period like that myself.
There are some years that they just go away. You go to a party and go, did I date that person? I hope not. But only in L.A. It only happens when I'm in L.A.
Oh, I see.
I moved here and changed my life.
Yeah.
You
know, where do you live? You have some kind
I live way up in Connecticut.
Some kind of real hip,
all
trendy
we hear about
place.
Is you. Every time I get stopped by a trooper, he goes, you friends with David Letterman? They all talk about you up there. In the Canaan Barracks, the new Canaan Barracks, all the people in Connecticut talk about you and your terrible driving. I'm kidding. I'm serious.
There's nothing wrong with my driving.
No, it's just speedy is all, right?
Well, yeah, it's the fault of the...
See, they have these, Connecticut, it's like, well, it's nationwide, actually, 55. And that's the part.
But certain western states are
and then it's
changing
the things that you have in your car to tell you whether... There is another way around that, the speed thing.
What's that?
Because, you know, if somebody blinks their lights at you twice, you know that there's a cop hiding up in the... Do you know that? People have been probably signaling you and you didn't know it.
Wait a minute, that's like a universal code for this police?
Especially in Connecticut, yes.
Now, where did you learn that? In driver's ed? And remember, kids, 2 flashes of the light, it's the heat, okay?
2 flashes of light. Because, you know, they hide in Connecticut in the ditches, because O'Neill is out for us, you know, Governor O'Neill, my pal, but still, he's trying to, you know, straighten out.
Well, yeah, but it's only, this law is only in like 3 states. I think West Virginia, Connecticut, and 1 other.
But you live in one of those states. This is the reason you should get to know the law.
Yeah, but I only when I'm driving to work, I only drive in that state like 20 minutes of my trip.
Those are the killer 20 minutes, you know. I try to go all the way up the state of New York to Brewster and then ditch into Connecticut.
Go up by Buffalo and over.
This is what I do.
See. Yeah.
So I have some illusion that in New York they don't, like, tell Connecticut about the tickets. They do, you know.
Yeah, no, they do. It's all
in New York, they
reciprocal.
call up, they go, Letterman, 2 tickets, New York.
But now, you live in this town, and you're probably, do they like having show people there?
Well, it's getting real show busy now.
Is it?
Yeah, you know when New York has moved up to your town, you get a little boutique for food, and they have like arugula, you know, and pasta salads and stuff. It used to be, you know, just ham sandwiches and pie. You know, we're getting really trendy. $8 for a head of lettuce. You know, you go there.
$8 for a head of lettuce.
They've arrived. The houses, you know, like a little $30,000 home for a nice young family. People are going, we're moving. We put on our house on the market for $1.8 million. And I go, how many bedrooms have it? It's just 1, but it's, you know, it's really nice. I go, my God. We got in early. You know, this is Dick's hometown where I live. So
no, I didn't realize that. That's another thing I didn't know. I didn't know about the code, and I didn't know it was his hometown.
Yeah, we should get together between shows.
It's Connecticut lore.
These people wouldn't have to be here while I fill you in on everything, you know. Connecticut lore, yeah.
All right, so what else? What are you doing for fun?
Dick's best friend is a state trooper.
Oh, is that right?
Which hasn't helped you at all, but
no, it hasn't
certainly been a benefit to my personal life. We have a lot of showbiz people up in our way now. They're everywhere. There's a Tom Brokaw was at the corner drugstore, you know, and he was the big... Katharine Hepburn came to town.
Tom Brokaw was really at the corner drugstore?
Yeah.
Doing what?
He was wearing cross-country ski clothes and looking extremely
Looking for a
sporty.
ride, yeah.
Yeah. Looking for his skis.
Yeah. Anything else? Now you got the, what's new? You got the kid, you got the family,
We got the kid, I'm a
big hit
busy
series?
gal. We got the kid, we got the commercial.
Oh, yeah, the commercial.
We got the series, which is still on the air, doing great. You know, we're a big hit.
Good luck to you.
Thanks,
Nice to see you.
David.
Thanks for being here. Tonight, the category is Paul Schaefer's Top 10 Comedy Takes. Top 10 comedy takes. Paul, quickly show them like what a take would be. You react to something silly and you do a little physical take.
Will you give me a little, set me up with a
But that's not my wife, that's my sister.
That would be an example.
That would be a take,
One
yeah.
overdone,
That's right.
big take.
So here we have, from the home office in Scottsdale, Arizona, Paul Schaefer's Top 10 Comedy Takes. Here we go. Number 10, the double take. There's the double take. Number 9. Number 9, the Benny. Number 8, the 5-point pivot. There we go. Number 7, the go figure. Number 6, the Brian Keith. Number 5, the Vegas Fist. Paul, when you perform in Vegas, do you ever get the Vegas Fist?
I've gotten the Vegas Fist,
It's tough. It's tough, but you have to work. There's nothing you can do.
It's hard when you get the Vegas Fist.
Number 4. Yikes. Number 3, why do I even try? Number 2, the Norman Lear.
What's that?
Norman Lear, the man's name, or as to Lear.
Sorry. He's trying,
Certainly does seem appropriate. And the number 1, Paul Schaefer, comedy take, it's the spit take with the Danny Thomas follow-through. We'll do a commercial.